Let's find out if they're gonna do that. Maybe at some point in the future. First, find out who's on the call. Hey, Seb, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you guys?
Good, good. Do you agree with the fix on the Harpy creep? I don't know how much of the conversation you were able to catch.
A little bit of it. Yeah. It's not definitely not okay. I agree. You have my support.
It looked pretty good for DM. Not gonna lie, for this game in particular. Seb, you know, I have to ask you this one question at least. You can say with it what you want, but you know, you're back. But how long? What's the deal? We're happy to see you play, obviously, but I'm wondering what you can say about it.
I mean, it's the one last ride. Everybody knows this one is the last one.
I'm
it's
curious.
the last one for sure, guys.
This one is the last one for sure. Okay, mark it in your calendars. When you come into the team, we know that the team's obviously had some hiccups during the DPC. Is there a specific different role that you're trying to fulfill now compared to, for example, when you were playing with the team in Stockholm last year in the major?
No, I mean, it's a little bit of the same. The difference being that they're much more mature and experienced. So there's maybe less to build and more to, you know, to enjoy / like a system to put in place. It feels like there's very little to kind of learn or to build from scratch, you know, which feels really amazing. Like they understand what it takes to win games, to become really strong as a team, as players, like their own responsibility within the team and how to fulfill that. So it's very enjoyable, to be honest. Everybody comes kind of ready. It's very, very professional compared to last season, which they weren't being unprofessional, but I think they had less clear ideas on what it is to be ready for, you know, a tournament or the week that is up and coming.
Yeah, so because it's been like, what, just over a year and a couple of months, so you're saying that there's just been a lot of growth within the team, and that's great to hear. I'm here with Purge, Fear, and Jenkins. They'd also like to ask you some questions.
Oh, hey, Seb. So how are you still liking playing support? Last time you played it, you know, the Wind Ranger tournament or whatever, you were kind of playing 4 from the 5 position, sort of. Are you comfortable with 4? Is that like your most comfortable role now, or are you just playing it because of team role reasons? Obviously, DM was going to stay on the team playing offlane, or do you like offlane better?
It's both. I think I actually enjoy playing 4 more than I enjoy playing offlane, to be honest, because I feel like you have more impact on the game as 4 than you do on offlane, at least for the first, you know, 10 to 15 minutes. I think a lot depends on most. I kind of want to say 90% of what happens in the game kind of depends on support decisions. 4 and 5. I think their role are extremely important right now, maybe the hardest in Dota. That's how I feel about it. So it's very interesting. It's super challenging, but I like that. I'm sure I'm not doing everything right. I feel like 3 is more straightforward, and their impact comes later, the core players, especially the side laners, I feel right now. So obviously their impact is immense, and the games are most likely going to be decided on core decision making later in the game. But yeah, I like to think of the game as a chess game, and this chess game starts minute 0. Therefore, playing support fits better.
So what are your like best things to look for like the first 10 to 15 minutes as a 4 player? Is it just normal stuff like successful ganks, you know, stacking, wisdom runes, that kind of thing?
There's many things that you have to think about when you play 4. Like obviously the lane, so your item build, your skill build, how to position yourself on the lane, how to play the lane out, whether you want to unblock camps, block camps, pull waves, check runes, you know, the wars obviously, and it starts really early. So many things, like, because you could rotate, right? You can literally go to the safe lane through the gate, through a TP, you can gank mid, you can stack, you can stay on your lane for a longer period of time, value your own game, sacrifice yourself. I mean, there's like, it feels like at every stage you have like 5-6 different decisions that theoretically you can make a case for each one of them, and then you just have to think which one fits the game better. So it's a lot of yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky, I feel.
Yeah, it's a lot of choices.
All right, I got a question for you. A little more personal one is, what is your vibe right now while playing Dota, going from like winning TIs to playing Div 2 and standing in for OG? Do you feel like you're as hungry as you were before? Or like, how do you feel when you play?
Right now, I feel like I am right about now. I feel like I'm as hungry as I was pre-TI8. Like for instance, going into this Dream League and playing versus the best teams in the world, I feel that level of motivation for myself. It hasn't been as high, I think, in quite a long time. But that's because, obviously, you know, we've tried to kind of dig a little space for ourselves with OG, and it's working. You know, the ups and downs, but we got humbled a lot by many teams by now. So I think that kind of sets you back to, yeah, not being a TI winner. I haven't been a TI winner for a while. I think I need to prove myself. I mean, there was a Stockholm major, obviously, that goal, but yeah, I don't know. I never really looked myself as like a favorite or something. I'm confident in what I can do, but therefore I feel like I have to prove myself, and that fuels me with a lot of fire.
Yeah, I was just, I guess, curious about the motivation, right? Because there's probably a lot going on live. You've won 2 TIs, so I was just curious if the hunger was still there, but it sounds like it is.
Yeah, it's there, it's there.
Okay.
Hey, Big C, good to see you again. At the Arlington Major, I think it was, you were telling me how you give the boys your classic speeches, and they'd say, cringe, grandpa, go to sleep or whatever. Have the insults changed throughout the years? Are they calling you something new, or have they humbled?
Yeah, I didn't get as much as grandpas as I used to. I think, yeah, I'm not sure actually. It's a good question. I feel they always had a lot of respect. They still do. They're not. I'm kind of calling myself the grandpa now in a way. So I think I'm cutting the, I'm cutting it short for them. They don't get to flame me because I already do it.
Get ahead of the curve. I've been there.
So. Exactly. It's the best way to kind of get yourself protected. But no, the vibes are great. I mean, we get along really well. I very much respect the work they put into it, and I think honestly there is incredible amounts of talent in this team. It's crazy. So it's very smooth. It was smooth from the get-go. As soon as we started practicing a bit for this, things felt super natural. So I'm enjoying it.
And the first series, very enjoyable. I would imagine as well. That first game was quite crazy from a viewer's perspective as well. So I would have only imagined how it was playing. That was good. Good spirits, even though obviously game win.
It was a great game. I think we enjoyed playing it. We probably felt a bit bad losing it because we felt like we had there were definitely moments where it could have went our way, and we know it. Dota talks, and we know we misplayed here and there, and eventually they got the win. So, but it is what it is. You got to learn. This group stage is, this whole Dream League is gonna be a marathon of Dota. So, you gotta move on, which we did.
Yeah, we are going to do the exact same as well because, well, you're going to have a little bit of a rest before your series against Aster. Good luck with that one later today. And we're going to move on with another series as well. Will be a different one. But thank you so much, Seb, for taking the time to talk to us. Appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.